Hey guys, Carl Galler with Carl Galler Builds here. Entering into episode 16, I think it is. Anyway, sorry for the intro in my editing palace here, aka my real estate office. But anyway, I forgot to do it, I guess, when I was getting started on the next phase of the build. So, as you guys know, I have taken a 2003 Volkswagen Beetle convertible, ripping the crap out of it to try to make it into a beach buggy. So, in this episode, I continue kind of skinning the side of the car, everything I've ripped open, and I've paid special attention to the mythical humps that we have to figure out how to skin. So that's what we cover in this episode. So I hope you're enjoying the journey as we move forward, and we'll get started now. Thanks. Hey guys, so I made a few of the hump that I had here made out of cardboard. I have duplicated out of the metal chunks. Use them as a template. I'm going to tack them into here. I mean, they're not perfect fits, but they will do what they're supposed to do, which is to support the top humpy hump. So I am going to try to tack this one into place. Interesting. I'll tack that in a couple other places, and then I'll do the outer skin. Cool. This is the outer skin, which will fit the contour down here. I hope that's the plan. Better do a little bit more grinding on it. So this belly out here. All right, more of the same. We got this piece going in over here. I don't want to leave a piece of metal in here that's twinging and twanging, so I'm going to try to cut this thing out. It's not hurting anything, but like I said, I do not want to hear it twinging and twanging. Down in there, that's going to really be a twinging and a twanging, damn it. Oh, dang it. Come on, man. See it? There it is. Eureka. Trying to do things the right way turns sometimes into a nightmare. Doesn't look too shabby. Just have this tacked in place. Not going anywhere. But it follows the contour. Follows the contour here. Everything is undulating here. And we're going to kind of try to sculpt this all into here. I think we're on the right track. So I am clearly kind of just throwing this metal together just to see what I can come up with. There's not a whole lot of major planning going on here. Alright, metal is sticking together here. It's all going to be one contiguous piece when I'm done with it. Allegedly. Alright, so what I got going on over here now is trying to figure out the flow that I want here. And so I ground down that pinch weld that came up to here, which stuck out to about here. So I ground that down, and this is going to be sculpted over to about here, and I'm going to fit in some metal in here. So this is where I say take stock in Bondo, but I wanted this seam to be kind of like perpendicular to the car ish, and the way it was working out is it was going to be kind of wedged over like this. So I've kind of artificially brought this out. We're going to grind the heck out of this. This is lap welded. We're going to grind this, and then when all is said and done, we're going to float it with some fiberglass reinforced Bondo. So hopefully it'll be okay. So wish me luck. Okay guys, the Franken welds continue. This is what I've got. Had to build on and build onto the build-ons. But once that's all bondoed in, I think it'll flow okay. I mean, it's definitely unique. But it does what I wanted it to do, and that is covering the hump. Hump is covered, and that's what it used to look like. I had to figure out how to get this contour to flow over to that, and that's what I've come up with. And we'll finish welding some of the panels together, grinding them, putting them. I think I called that a waterfall of metal, which is exactly what it's looking like. And but it's coming along. I mean, once I finish this part, get some primer on it, I could at least drive it around. I don't want to drive it around with open cavities in the doors where a cop could look over and say, "Hey, you just ripped a hole in your car and you're driving it around." So I want it to look like a fancy hole in the car. So that's where we are for the moment. Coming along. Hey guys, it's Carl Galler with Carl Galler Builds. Another day. I guess this intro is in the middle of this sequence of videos. I try to compile, I guess, about 8 to 14 hours and condense it down to a half hour. Anyway, as you guys know, I am in the middle of this beach buggy build. I have made a run today to one of my favorite places, Harbor Freight. Needed some new welding wire and such. But when last I left you, did I tell you today is Friday, May 28th? This is the Friday leading up to Memorial Day weekend. So we're gonna have lots of fun and boating and water fun, and probably doing everything except working on this project. So anyway, I'll try to cram in a couple hours today. Where we left it off a couple days ago, we had already gotten that in, and I built this hump, got some of it ground down. I'm going to grind a little bit on it today, but in reality I'm trying to kind of just get stuff tacked up, the bad Chad method, just tack it up and come back and go nuts with welding later. But I don't know how much welding I'm going to be able to get done today. I did have to buy a new roll of wire, so I'm on to my third roll of wire. Any wonder why? So that's where we are, and I will get to it. I'm going to try cleaning up this seam a little bit. I'm using a real aggressive flapper wheel. It's a 40 grit. It's supposed to be 2 times as long. Paid a couple extra bucks for it, but those flapper wheels are falling apart pretty quickly, so let me give this one a whirl. I will make a small attempt to keep the upholstery intact. Well, it's certainly aggressive for sure. Cuts down those welds pretty good, so it saves me a little bit of time anyway. We'll keep going at it. All right, I think the next actual task is going to be to try to even out these sides. I started on this side in particular because I know that when I transferred the template from that side, the original side that I cut, then I made a template from that cut and I transferred it to this side, somehow or another everything kind of registered down and back about 1/2 of an inch. So I've taken the dimensions on this, semi-finished side along the way, different datum points. Like I came down 6 inches from here to here, I go across here, kind of bisecting this, and that's 2.5 inches. I took a dimension from here to here, which is 10 inches. I got 5 inches there, 19 inches from here. I've got 5 7/8, 6 7/8. This works out to be 8 3/4. And then I took one here. I don't remember what it is, but I transferred it over. And so this is what I have now. Remember, I went straight on the other side, brought it down. There's my 2.5 inches. There's my dimension from the corner, 10 inches, 5 7/8, 6 7/8, 8 3/4, 14 inches. And this is where I had to I did take the datum point from here to here. Once again, I don't remember what it was, but I can tell you it's accurate. So from here to here is accurate. But I know that from this point, I was symmetrical on both sides of the car. So this is the last datum point that changed. I know this data point is the same. I know it's a smooth radius, so I just connected just by eye, connected this. So when I cut this out, this will be pretty damn symmetrical to the other side. You know, all the upholstery is going to be in, people are going to be in it, unless you sit there and you put a laser level across it. It'll be indistinguishable if I'm an 1/8 of an inch off from one side to the other. So I'll be happy with that. So wish me luck. I'm going to start grinding. Super excited about these because these are actually 40 grit metal. See, Davey P, I got the right grinding disc for this job. I've been using the ones that I bought for masonry because I ran out of my metal ones. I used the masonry ones and they blow through it like crazy. So yay, I got 2 10 packs, so I'm good to go for a while. Started grinding on my door here. So I got my 3-inch straight line going down, matches the other side, and I will continue cutting. I remember this from the last time. Oh, fun. Did it all with one wheel. All right. I'll clean it up a little bit. Once again, 1/8 of an inch one way or the other is not going to make it or break it. I mean, obviously, the waterfall here, I'm adding all kinds of metal. But at least I have some semblance of symmetry. Now I got to cut out the inside of that door panel. And if you remember, this stuff is hard as shit. Okay, guys, that's a wrap for this episode, episode 16 of the Beach Buggy build. Sorry I didn't close it out live, but sometimes I'm not sure where I'm going to cut off these, a particular episode. So I guess I got enough done to put together about a 18, 20-minute episode. So we've come pretty far. We've got the one side completely skinned, jumped over the other side, kind of equalizing the height so so there's some symmetry in the car. Next step will be kind of repeating what I did on the left side of the car, the driver's side of the car, and I'm not sure I'm going to tape everything because it's just going to be more of the same. I'll certainly tape some stuff and get some of the highlights, but I'm really anxious to get this thing done. Anyway, I really appreciate all the subscribers and the comments and the encouraging comments, and it seems like more and more people are starting to kind of get it. Anyway, but I really appreciate it. I appreciate all the interaction, and please, if this is of interest to you and you're getting anything out of it, please share it. Of course, like, subscribe. I don't know if I have a bell button somewhere. I haven't earned that yet. I don't know if it's a badge that you got to earn with YouTube. But anyway, if it's there, click on that so you know when the next episode is. So with that, this is Carl Galler with Carl Galler Builds, and I am out.